welcome back to Victory TV presented by Canva. I'm your host, Jake Barkadace, back with another jam-packed week of Melbourne Victory action. I'm joined by Victory Women's captain, Kayla Morrison. Kayla, the girls have got the fixture pitch, I think, after a congested period, and the boys finally have 6 days off, which is a bit of a luxury. How do you see it?
It's obviously been a little bit tough for the girls with so many games back to back, but it's also given us a really big chance to pick up some much needed points to kind of secure our place in the finals. As for the boys, an absolute luxury to have some days off to rest and, you know, recover and maybe get some tactics down heading into the Brisbane game.
Couldn't have said it better. Well, let's get stuck into it. The man of the moment last week, Nishan Veluplay, joins us in the studio, as well as Polly Doran for a chat after the girls' busy schedule. And Gary Cole is our special guest who joins us after we celebrated the 15-year anniversary of our first championship. So should be a cracker, Kayla.
I've decided Thursdays are the best day of the week for the next few weeks because it's Victory TV.
Exactly. Well, let's have a look at the goals of our latest matches as the men picked up a late winner against the Mariners on Saturday and the women recorded another big comeback to pick up a point against Canberra.
Put the shoulder to the wheel here. Nevin to Chidiac, who scores for Melbourne Victory. Off the bench.
It's a good ball in from Courtney Nevin, and it's a beautifully floated cross. Alex Chidiac just arriving perfectly.
It's deep. Eliades rises. Lincoln, it's in for Melbourne Victory.
And not sleep on Melbourne Victory. The pressure having to absorb corner after corner, and a good delivery again, a far post delivery here by Courtney Nevin. And
Davidson. It's the one final push for Victory. Economides. Useful ball, back post, Nishan Veluplay. Well, he deserves that for the impact he's had off the bench. Scores just his second goal for his boyhood club and might just have won the points for Melbourne Victory.
Another busy week of football. And Kayla, how good is a late winner?
Absolutely amazing.
Did you get any in your time? No?
I had a late winner and then I did my knee, so maybe that counts.
Well, the man who has made late winners his thing at the moment, Nish Veluplay, joins us on Victory TV. Nish, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, it's good to be here.
Mate, it's been a weird morning. You're supposed to be on a plane, now you're here with us. What's that been like?
Yeah, that's just how the season's been this year. Got to adapt quickly. So yeah, got some training in this morning, which was good. I guess we just look forward to the next game.
Yeah. Now, can you talk us through that latest goal? Obviously, the late winner. It's caught some headlines.
Yeah, obviously, like it was a much-needed win for us. You know, losing 3 games in a row, it's not easy to win games after that. But yeah, you just have to grind through it, I guess. Yeah, I saw like Chrissy going at the defender the whole time, so I knew if I could make my way in there.
Timed it beautifully.
Yeah, something come my way.
So you had a late winner against Adelaide, and now you've had a late winner in front of your home fans. How did the 2 goals compare?
Obviously they're both good because we got the win in the end. That's really all that matters. But yeah, obviously this one meant a bit more because, you know, the home crowd, the fans are there, and I didn't even realise, but it was the last second or last minute or whatever it was. So yeah, this one definitely was good.
You were born and raised in Melbourne, and you know you probably were up in the North Terrace at some point. How has it gone to go from fan to now onto the field?
Yeah, it's been obviously I supported the club, you know, for so long, and I think when I entered the youth system, you know, it kind of went the best, but you know, thankfully I've got through that and I've got into the first team, and I guess kind of living your dream now. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Now, you're only 20, so have you had any mentorship from some of the older players that put their arm around you to kind of guide you through the craziness of what's been?
Yeah, I mean, I think the group this year, even last year, whatever, but this year especially, it's a very close group and they help everyone. So as a young player, it's easy coming in and easy to kind of learn different things about your game. I guess where some players like Robbie Cruz, Marco Rojas, especially the forward players.
Handy players.
Yeah, yeah, they can offer a lot of advice, and where they've played is always, you always take it, I guess. Yeah.
Now the focus is off Brisbane, back onto Brisbane though for Monday. What's sort of the mindset going into that game?
Yeah, we just continue. Same mindset, it doesn't really change. Obviously, it's an extra bit of training that we have to do. So we just keep working through that, and then hopefully it can be fresh for Monday. Yeah.
Awesome, Mel. Thank you for coming in person. It was going to be over Zoom at the airport, but we got you here, so appreciate your time.
No worries.
Awesome. A big thank you to Nish for his time today, and as we head into the analysis bunker with Systema.
And as we look back at the goal from Saturday, we can talk about his run, the ball, and his positioning as much as we want, but his desire to get that ball over the line and be at the right place at the right time is what underpinned all of this. Same with the goal in Adelaide. Again, you can see his run down the bottom of the screen where Cavallo bodies him, but it's his desire to get there first that's rewarded by a great ball across the box, and he tucks the winner in against the Reds. Again, you can see his awareness on the pitch to pounce on it and slot that ball to Daggers, who goes close to scoring. And the final clip shows that opposition teams are really paying attention to him now as he drops deep to receive and draws the foul, so it looks like we definitely have a young star on our hands.
We do, Kayla, as you look at his season stats, and he's built upon his debut season last season with 2 starts so far. But as you can see, he's starting to build a pretty tidy highlight reel as he forges his way into senior football. Now, Kayla, I've heard plenty about the banter with the girls on the pitch, as obviously your leadership, but our content team headed out to the training ground to see who's some of the standouts in the team in some of the more unconventional topics at training.
I was thinking Maya. Yeah. We've all seen it. Her little clip.
Alana Murphy. She's got the biggest muscles.
Maya Markovsky.
Definitely Kyra Cooney Cross.
Kyra.
Kayla Morrison.
Can I say goalkeeper coach Seb?
At the gym, Kayla. And Bunge actually, and Bunge. And Kyra. Every time Kyra's in the gym, she will lift her shirt up and look at the abs. Every time.
I feel like we all do it to stages.
Maya. Can't even make a joke out of that one.
Maya Markovsky.
Maya. Maya. Yeah, Maya.
Maya, for sure. Every training.
Tiff Aliadis. I'm not saying myself.
Well, we looked at those who would annoy the coaches the most, but one of the coaches' pets, on the other hand, has joined us for a chat on Victory TV. Polly, sorry for that setup, but thank you for joining us. Now, you got a bit of limelight in that little bit of content. That would have been a bit of fun for you, I'm sure.
It was, yeah. We were all looking forward to that. I think everyone says they hate the media, but as soon as the cameras are out, everyone's suddenly the comedian of the team.
You're a natural. You reeled off about 3 girls' names for the flex. You're just potting everyone.
Everyone loves a flex, honestly.
Okay, enough fun. Time to get serious. How has the past month been with 23 games, or not 23 games, half the games crammed into 23 days? How's the body feeling? How are the girls going?
It's been crazy, yeah. It's been full on. I think there's a few sore bodies and stuff, a few girls getting a little tired, but there's nothing really we can do about it. We just get ready for the next game, and personally, I've been loving it. Like, just play, recover, play again. So I think everyone in the team, we all want to play and we all want to keep playing. So I think it's just about putting together good form and trying to bounce back from maybe some bad results and try and get ready for the next game and get back to winning ways.
Awesome. Well, you haven't had the easy road to get to where you are. You've obviously been playing in the state leagues. You got plucked out of the state leagues, went into the A-League Women's. Can you tell us a bit about your pathway to get to where you are now?
Yeah, it's definitely different to a lot of the girls in this league. I started at my local club, Essendon Royals, which is just a community club. And I stayed there from when I was 5 until 16. So yeah, I spent a lot of time there playing through the ranks, and then joined the senior team there when I was 13 or 14. And after a few years in the seniors, I went to Calder United in the NPL, and then after 2 years, straight to Victory. So Jeff took a chance on me, massive chance. So yeah, luckily that's paid off, and yeah, I'm where I am now, and hopefully from here I'll push on and hopefully go overseas, and ultimately I want to make the Matildas. So yeah, just keep pushing for that, and hopefully that can come to fruition soon enough.
Hopefully no physios are watching as I ask you this question. I see you've come into the studio with a tire mark across your shoe.
Yeah.
Break it down, let us know what's happened there.
So teammate Claudia Bunge, who's missing in action at the moment, probably because of this incident. After dropping me home from the airport one day, as I'm trying to get my bags out of the boot, she's decided to drive off and run over my foot. As I say to her, "You're on my foot," she decides to then reverse back over my foot two times. She's laughing in the front. Luckily, it didn't actually hurt that bad, but my shoes have suffered as a result.
You must drink a lot of milk.
I must. Strong dose.
Now, I do have to take you to the weekend game against Adelaide. What's sort of the mindset going in? A few string of results and some points. I'm sure the girls want to keep going and keep pushing now.
Yeah, for sure. We've got, it's a massive game against Adelaide, and we all know that. We've had, obviously, 2 not ideal results leading into it, but with such short turnarounds, you sort of have to put that aside, and it's a must-win game for us. And, yeah, we're all ready to get back on the plane tomorrow and, yeah, hopefully get 3 points.
Exciting, so do we. Well, a big thank you to Polly for taking time out of her crazy schedule. Kayla, Polly is definitely one of the gems in the team, isn't she?
Oh, she's more than a gem to me. Obviously, playing with her last year and all through the preseason of this year, we've not only made a bond on the field, but off the field, and I hope and I can't wait to be playing with you again.
Me too.
Awesome. Well, as we saw this week, Jason Davidson picked up one of the few FIFA Ultimate Team Man of the Match cards in the A-League men. And despite all the hype around him, we did see his free kick stats that we were shocked to see. It's still only at 47, and this definitely got the boys talking. So this week we asked the group to guess their FIFA 2022 ratings for the season.
Let's go. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Free kicks, 100. Hair, 100 as well. I put your pace. I think you're quick. Put your pace. I put you 75. Nah, you're quicker. Yeah, you're quicker than me. And then a free kick, obviously, the cup final, man. So it has to be 100. I think you've only taken one free kick, and it's gone top corner. So. Oh, the one on the weekend. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Could. So, okay. Sorry. Might have brought down the percentage. Yeah. Okay. I forgot about that one. But yeah. That's Davo.
Well, going off Stefan Nigro's ratings, maybe we should be dyeing our hair.
I actually had my hair dyed pink, so I guess you can call me the trendsetter.
Some very generous ratings there. But as they say, you always remember your first bit of silver, and this week marked the 15-year anniversary of our first A-League Men Championship in the unforgettable 6-0 win over Adelaide United at Docklands Stadium. Let's look back on the most iconic moments of A-League Men folklore.
Welcome to Melbourne and to Telstra. This is the Hyundai A-League Grand Final 2007. Maybe this is the chance. Fred through. Archie Thompson! Goal! Ball's over the line. Where Melbourne are dangerous. Allsop running at pace. Fred on the outside. Fred in. Archie Thompson! Sensational goal for the victory. Muscat. Oh, lovely ball from Muscat. Thompson again. Archie Thompson! 3-0. Thompson onside. This could be a fourth for Archie Thompson. Now Fred. Allsop darts towards the near post. Thompson! 6-5 for Archie Thompson. Maybe it's time for one final flourish. Sarkis. Christian Sarkis. That is perhaps the pick of the bunch. What a way to finish it at Telstra Dome. They've been the best off the field all season, and now they've proved it where it really matters. Melbourne, the football capital of Australia, and the champions of Australia.
It was an incredible night, Kayla. The goals, the crowd, Archie, Christian Sarkis and John Howard of all people. It was amazing stuff.
It's a dream grand final win. 6 goals and a clean sheet. The coaches are happy and everyone else is happy as well.
It's never been topped since. Well, one of the men who was part of this incredible night was the club's first football operations manager and also the first full-time employee, Gary Cole. Gary, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure to be here, guys. It was great to think back 15 years ago. It's remarkable, isn't it?
Well, yeah, just on that, I mean, can you take us back to that night in 2007? It's etched in a lot of brains of everyone that was around Melbourne Victory and still is today.
It is. The other thing that still stands today is that crowd record. You know, it's an Aussie rules stadium, but we set 55,500, I think, the crowd record. The crowd were absolutely unbelievable. When you go back and look at those highlights, just to see the size of the crowd, but the atmosphere that they created was just absolutely electric, you know, and that made, that certainly made Archie's, the 6-goal win over Adelaide, who'd been our closest rivals in that first couple of years, you know, so enjoyable. We even got Ernie to smile at the end.
Oh, sorry. Every player on that team sheet is an absolute icon of Melbourne Victory. talk us through the team and, give us an insight. Who are some of your favorite players?
Oh, well, do you have favourites? Well, I'm a striker, so I'm always going to go for the attacking ones. Archie, I'm claiming that I encouraged Archie to break my record because I had a hat trick in an old NSL grand final. He beat that by half time. So walking down the tunnel, he was sort of bouncing off the walls a bit, as Archie did. And I encouraged him to stay focused and chase another couple. So Archie, Danny Allsop, probably doesn't get enough recognition and accolades. He scored 12 goals. Archie's top scored that season with 15. Danny got 12. They were by far and away outstanding. And how can you go past the creativity of Fred? He was just, I think he got 5 assists in the 6 goals. It's absolutely remarkable. That running from midfield, his vision, the ability to be able to pass was just sensational.
I feel like I'm there still, Gary, after that description. But now, one of the last men standing from that contest is Lee Brockson. And obviously we know Lee now quite well, but can you give us a bit of insight into what Lee was like back then?
Well, I looked at the highlights today coming on, and he was jumping into someone's arms at the end. Firstly, he was a babyface assassin. That's what he was back 15 years ago. But I mean, what a remarkable journey. Lee had been a fantastic young player, earning Ewan through the VIS, gone off to the UK on trials, and I can't remember where it was, but I think he broke his leg, came back to Australia, wasn't playing, and we brought him in as their first kit man, team manager, whatever you want to do it. He was doing the laundry, putting the gear out. And as a reward for that, he got to join in training, and he got stronger and he got fitter. And coming into that second season, he deserved a contract, which he got. And of course, he got to come on in the last few minutes and play. And that was his first grand final win.
So the rumours were true. He actually did come in as a kit man.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no rumour. That was his job. He didn't have a playing contract until season 2. So the whole of season 1. And in fact, I've got a feeling, don't hold me to this, but it wouldn't surprise me if at the beginning of season 2, he was still kit man and playing as well.
That's unbelievable.
He'll be able to contradict that, I'm sure.
A lot of changes, obviously, through Lee Brockson's career, but also a lot of changes for the club in the past 12 months. Being one of the originals from the start, how has it been from the outside looking in?
Oh, look, it just warms the cockles of your heart to see the club, I'm going to say, on the same page again with the fans. Those Melbourne Victory fans were exceptional, always have been, always were, and somehow with the politics that went on through our football game, the club managed to somehow lose connection with them, or certainly that's what it appeared from the outside. And to see them now back involved in the game, to see the chanting and the atmosphere that they're creating, it warms the cockles of an old bloke's heart. Let's put it that way.
Well said, Gary. Well, you're a legend of the club and always will be, mate. We appreciate you taking the time joining us online.
My absolute pleasure. Keep up the great work.
A big thank you to Gary for his time today. It's always fascinating insight chatting to some of the people that were around during day 1 of the club.
Oh, absolutely. And also a massive thank you to everyone who was here laying the foundation, making the club what it is today.
Agreed. Well, that's it for another episode of Victory TV presented by Canva. Our next match in the league is on Saturday as the girls take on Adelaide United on at 4:50 p.m. You can catch the match on Paramount Plus, while the boys' next match is on Monday night as we take on Brisbane at Amy Park. Kickoff for that is at 7:25 p.m. and our final doubleheader is on Friday night as we face Canberra and Macarthur at Amy Park. So please don't forget to get your tickets available at Ticket Tech. And finally, make sure you tune into Victory TV, presented by Canva on Thursday, as we do it all again for another big week of Victory action. Kayla, things are really ramping up for everyone at the moment, aren't they?
They are massive games for the girls, huge games for the boys, and some really fun content coming your way.
Can't wait. Well, from Jake Barkadesh, myself and Kayla Morrison, it's good night.